We all know that Raid Shadow Legends is a kind of game where players collect and develop various characters in order to form the greatest team possible and to progress through all of the available levels, with just one purpose in mind, and that is to grow their power. These characters have various abilities that will match various playstyles, such as mage, ranged, attack, and so on. So in this video today, we're going to look at 10 of the best characters of Raid Shadow Legends that you'd surely want in your team the next time. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Now, in order to know more about these legendary characters of the game, we're going to explain as to why they are so great and when they should be used. Cardiel can raise the crit rate and damage of your entire team for 2 turns, then assault a specific target with your squad with a single cast of Heavenly Host, which is just amazing. And this isn't even the reason he's here. Angel Song, his next ability, is an even more broken boost. It eliminates all debuffs and applies the Revive on Death and Block debuff, which protects the champion from all damage sources to your entire party for 2 turns, with only a 3-turn cooldown. Furthermore, the Revive on Death boost cannot be deleted. Cardiel's A3 ability drags all teammates into the attack, increasing critical rate and critical damage. He also has a powerful A2 that cleanses his squad of debuffs and then grants them the ability to Revive on Death. This champion excels in the arena, clan boss, and faction wars, but he can also be an excellent support practically any place. A barbarian defender who makes your life in the arena difficult just by existing. Valkyrie has a latent ability called Jealousy that increases her turn meter by 10% for every buff cast by the enemy team and decreases the enemy turn meter by the same amount when they receive buffs. That would be a good talent to have, but as a passive? This is unbelievably broken. This is in addition to her excellent shield and counterattack benefit for the entire group. She is also only one of 3 champions in the game who can enhance her team with an additional attack bonus. This is quite powerful in Clan Boss and Fire Knight. On the same ability, she grants the entire squad a shield that scales directly with Valkyrie's defense. If you adjust her build to higher accuracy, she also has a highly unique passive that can help your team go first in the arena if you're having trouble winning speed races. Another faction support from the Shadowkin. Yumeko, unlike some other supporters in the game, enjoys flaunting her claws. Her basic attack removes one enemy's turn meter if she has more than 50% HP, or steals their life to restore herself if she has less. The actual star of her kit, however, is Dance of Time, which reduces the cooldowns of all ally skills by 3 turns while increasing the cooldowns of all enemy skills by 3 turns on a 5-turn cooldown. This combines crazy utility and buffs into a neat package. She not only possesses amazing abilities, but she is also extremely tough to control. Yumeko will begin the encounter with a perfect Veil bonus, and while veiled, she cannot be debuffed. Her base stats make her quite tanky, so she won't be too difficult to keep alive. Next up comes Warlord, the heroic orc support with Void Affinity. At top level, his orcish ritual skills put all foes' skills on cooldown and has a 60% chance of completely depleting their turn meter. And guess what? He's capable of doing that every 4 turns. This ability has the potential to fully prevent some adversaries from using their skills before they die. This is his hallmark skill, and it can win arena battles on its own. This ability, together with his shield, block debuffs buff, and heal on his A2, make him a viable protector in any dungeon or faction war where he has god status. In the arena, this champion is a menace. This Dark Elven Void Affinity champion has a strong army. Her Siren's Wail ability deals massive damage to all enemies while also applying a debuff that reduces their defense by 60% and weakens their damage by 25% for 2 turns. Simultaneously, she enhances damage by 25% and speed by 30% for 2 turns. Her passive prevents resurrection attempts, while her other talent silences enemy champion skills while increasing poison damage. Another demon spawn faction support is Lilitu. It bears repeating that debuffs and boosts are the rulers of the endgame. The Duchess's passive ability reduces 25% of AoE attack damage for the entire team, or 15% for bosses. Because almost every boss has AoE, and everyone in the arena and their mother has AoE, this might as well offer your entire team a 25% damage reduction, which is insane. Spectral Rebirth, one of the best revive skills in the game, is combined with this. This restores 70% HP to all dead teammates and grants your whole team the Veil and continuous heal boost. All of that on a 4-turn cooldown. Siphi of the Undead Horde with Void Affinity joins the list thanks to Whirlwind Romance, one of the most powerful buffs in the game. This buff grants all of your teammates the block debuff buff, fills 10% of their turn meter, increases defense by 60%, and speed by 30%. All buffs have a 2-turn duration, while the ability has a 4-turn cooldown. She may also revive a single ally once every 4 turns, granting her a full turn meter, 50% more attack, and a 30% increase in crit rate for 2 turns, allowing you to resurrect a nuker who can annihilate the enemy team in the same turn. Brogni is a one-of-a-kind character. His Cavern's Grasp strikes all foes while also removing 1 buff from each adversary and 1 random debuff from each of his allies. Apart from that, he increases the value of his friend's shield buffs by 30% of the damage done by this strike. This works particularly well with his passive Redoubt, which causes any ally shielded by a shield to reflect 25% of the damage done to the shields back at their attacker, and then heal that champion for 25% of the damage done to the shields. He, of course, carries his own ally AoE shields, as well as ATK and other benefits. Brogni does it all. Krisk the Ageless is a member of the Lizardmen faction and the Void Affinity. His fundamental ability, known as Enter the Morass, hits all adversaries. This character has a 50% chance of reducing the enemy's team speed by 30%. When it comes to basic assaults, it's insane! His passive Might of the Ages grants a shield to all allies for 2 turns every time a new round begins, equal to 50% of his maximum HP. The same passive immediately applies a 60% defense and 50% attack debuff to anyone who strikes him for 1 turn. On top of that, he constantly gets attacked because one of his other abilities is an AoE Provoke. Mithrala Lifebane is a Dark Elves faction Void Affinity character who specializes in the Doom Tower and battles the Demon Lord and Hydra clan bosses. She poisons basic attacks and has another ability with an AoE Hex. Enemies take more damage that also enhances your allies' attack and defense. She may also clear all debuffs from your entire party before strengthening and shielding them. Her passive, Gaze of Stone, has a 50% chance of frightening anyone who approaches her while she is hexed. The same impact occurs with a 30% chance for all of her teammates. Petrification is a debuff that only Mithrala has in the game. It removes all bonuses from the target, turns them to stone, and causes them to miss turns. And there you have it, guys, the 10 best characters of RaidShadowLegends. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on this. If you enjoyed watching this video, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.